Hi guys, and welcome back to another fly tying tutorial. So this is a little bit unusual. I don't usually publish tutorial videos on a Thursday, but I recently posted a fly to Facebook. It was a little in-house joke between me and Jock, and I called it Jock's Dry. Of course it's not really a dry fly, as you can see it's a booby. Now the original Candy Floss was tied with fire orange thread, and it's done quite differently to the way Jock ties his. Now I've had a couple of questions on how I've got the body to be so bright like this, so I thought I would do a tutorial so that you can see exactly how I've tied it. So, without further ado, let's get into it. This is a Hanak H260 barbless hook. This one's at size 8, which does fit in the competition gauge. The thread I'm going to be using today is the Nano Silk at 12/0. Now, just a word on the thread. If you're not used to using Nano Silks, I would advise you just to use a normal classic waxed thread, because the Nano Silk will cut through your polyester eyes, which we'll come on to later in the video. So, first of all, as always with the Nano Silks, I'm going to just get a spot of super glue onto the shank of the hook, and then I'll bring my Nano Silk in and spread it up and down the shank. Then I can catch down a bed of silk. Now the reason I use the super glue is with the black nickel in the Nano Silk, it tends to slide all over the place, so the super glue just beds that thread down, make sure it's going to go nowhere. Now the wing and the tail for this is the same thing, so what I do is I blend some, this is a very light pink and this is white, so I kind of blend 2 thumbnails worth together, maybe half a thumbnail for the tail, and I'll just grab them off camera. And what I do is I just blend it in, just using my thumb and forefinger to move it around a bit. The fly, when it's wet, actually looks almost white. Now I'll just bring that in. I'm just keeping it back from the eye, and then I'll get a few loose wraps to get that into place. Now, before I tie in my next material, I'm going to come round the back of the marabou a couple of times, like so. Now this is a fly I would use in competition, so I'm going to come in and pinch the tail so that it's legal. I'll just damp down my thumb and forefinger in my left hand and bring the tail back out the way. The first thing I'm going to tie in is some mirror tinsel, and I've got a bit here that I've been using, if I can find it in amongst the plethora of tying stuff, and then I'm going to catch that onto the body like so. Now, and this was a question I had by a couple of PMs actually. It was it's nice to see people pick up on the detail, and they were wondering how the body was so bright, and it's fairly straightforward. It's simply plumber's tape. So the next thing to come on is a little bit of plumber's tape, and if you've ever used this, it comes off in strips. I don't want one as thick as that, obviously. So again, just off camera, I'm going to put a little cut in that, and once you've cut it, actually you just need to put a snip, and then it just peels off like so, and what you've got is the little strip that you can then use to wrap the body. So I'll just bring that into the base of the fly, and I'll finish it at the front end. Now this can be used, plumber's tape can be used for all sorts of things. Guys use them on okie dokies and have done for years to great effect, but they can be used to enhance thoraxes and various other luminescent stuff. If you want to really make your colours pop, putting down a layer of this will certainly help. And I'll catch that in like so. then I can take that remainder away, and as you can see, what I've got now is just a plain white background, and I'll simply grab my mirror tinsel. I'm going to put several extra wraps in at the front here, and then I can come up, and you'll see as I come up it just really pops with that plumber's tape underneath. You get that bright white colour. Yep, it's got me thinking. So the other day I was thinking about the Kit Kat Cup. That'll be again happening this year in Scotland, so I'm really looking forward to going up and having a good crack with Jock, and hopefully we'll get as good a fishing as we got last year. So I've caught that in there, and I'm going to just get a few wraps, and then I can take that away. Now the next thing to do then is add your wing. Again, I'm going to come back to my marabou just off camera here, and I like my wing just slightly heavier than the tail. So I take a whole thumbnail off each colour of marabou, the white and the baby pink, and then again I'm just going to twirl it round in my hand, and then I can come in and simply trim off the bulk. I'll just tidy that up a bit before I tie it in. Again, I'm going to keep well back from the eye of the hook. I don't want to cover the eye up too much, because the booby eyes have got to come in on top of this. Now once I've caught that in like so, again, because it's a competition fly, we're going to just come in and pinch away the end. Again, I'll damp down the marabou, keeps it all out the way, which is crucial when you're coming in to tie your booby eyes. Now I've already done the deed, and I've got my tic tac here. Again, if you're not sure how I got to this stage, I'll put a little link up in the corner there, and you can see how I do my booby eyes. Now, as I said at the start, when I picked the nano silk, I use this pretty much all the time, so I'm used to using it, and I know what I can get away with. If you're not used to using nano silks and you've decided to go ahead and use the white nano silk for this fly, remember, you've got to be very careful with your tension on your booby eye. So I'm just going to line it up so I get a fair split. That looks nice and even. Once I'm happy I've got a nice and even eye, I'm going to come round one more time, and I've caught that in on my thread. Then I can simply bring it all the way up until it comes on top of the fly, at which point I'll grab it, and I do half a dozen turns one way and half a dozen turns the other way. Excuse my fingers, just need to make sure the eyes are in the right position. Once I've got that and I'm happy, I can come in with my whip finish tool like so, make sure everything's back out the way, and give it a whip finish. Now with my booby eyes, and this is pretty much every booby I tie, what I like to do is come in afterwards and get some super glue onto a cocktail stick or a dubbing needle, whichever you prefer, and just open up the eyes, and that will soak down through the thread and secure the booby eyes. Now this does two things. Obviously it gives the fly a little bit of longevity, but it also makes the booby eyes quite firm. They'll stay in place and you'll get better disturbance of water with them. So this booby, it's used a lot washing line wise, but it also works particularly well on its own, just fished as a single fly. So there we go, Jock dry. That's I'm sure he'll give me some stick later in the year when I go up the road. So there we go, that's how it's done. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.